What's going on, guys? It's TG, and I feel like we should talk about Dogecoin again because tomorrow night Elon Musk goes on SNL, the long-awaited episode where Elon Musk might talk about Dogecoin and send the stock shooting up to the moon, or will it be a sell the news type of event? I want to talk to you guys about that because Dogecoin has been actually holding its gains very, very well. It's not off too much from its highs of about 69 cents per, and it's sitting at exactly like 61 cents per, really holding that range very well. We saw it dip under hard at one point, but then those were eaten up very, very quickly. And, like I said, showing a lot of strength now. And, people are just getting ready for this event coming up. But I want to talk to you guys about, what is going to happen, what we've seen in the past with a lot of these events, and using Elon as a perfect example. If you guys don't remember Elon with Battery Day with Tesla, it was very, very hyped up. Everyone thought that Battery Day for Tesla would have been huge. It was going to be the biggest catalyst to happen and send Tesla to the moon. But if we actually look up Tesla Battery Day and exactly when it happened, September 22nd, if we actually look up what Tesla did that day, it was bad. It was very, very bad. So you go at the 1 year, you look back in September, right about when it was peaking up big, Tesla really got sold off here, hard, really, really hard. That was a day Tesla had one of its worst drops ever in one day because it was a sell the news type of event. Yeah, the stock was about 470 and dropped to about 350 almost at one point. Just a huge, huge sell off. And I'm not saying it will happen again, but this has happened multiple times with Tesla. Huge run-ups before. We've seen this run-up obviously over 100% in the week, over almost 1,000% in the month, but especially this week, mainly coming from the SNL appearance. You remember yesterday talking with Elon Musk with the paparazzi. It seems like every reporter is asking him to talk about Dogecoin. So I'm not saying that it's going to be sold off for sure, but the sell the news event is very, very likely. We've seen it happen, multiple times. Let's also not forget about valuations because obviously hype is good, but at the end of the day, fundamentals is what really drives something. And when you look at something, what it's valued at, Dogecoin is valued at about $77 billion right now, which is insane for something that initially started off as a joke. It's passed XRP significantly by over $20 billion. So that's obviously huge. The crypto market space is $2.4 trillion right now. Things are really high. When things get super, super high and heated, it's hard for those rallies to sustain. The people that want to get into Dogecoin are already in right now. There's nothing that's going to make someone want to buy Dogecoin all of a sudden, unless Elon says, oh, Tesla will start accepting it. But I think he could get in some huge trouble with the SEC if he does go and say that on live TV, even though he said he hates the SEC. But it's one of those patterns you have to watch because as annoying as it is, fundamentals matter. When you look at any company in the world, fundamentals matter. The companies that they might do good at first, they might show promise at first, but if they don't actually show numbers, after a couple years, there's no reason to hold on to something like that. And that's why the companies like Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, even Tesla, because Tesla's now showing those numbers. That's why those companies are where they are, and that's why companies that failed, well, you don't hear about them anymore because their stock prices are, not even listed on the New York Stock Exchange anymore because they're on the pink sheets. So you have to look at these things and you have to really take these considerations. Is this really worth $77 billion? That's up for you guys to decide. Especially when there's things out there like XRP that have partnered with numerous financial institutions, and this coin that's a Shiba is valued $20 billion higher than it. So, it's going to be interesting to see. CoinMarketCap is extremely slow, so we're going to have to go ahead and exit out of that. But, like I said, Dogecoin sitting right about 61 cents. I think it's going to, trade a little sideways here. Right before the event, I think you're going to see a pretty big spike up to about 65 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly the price, but you're definitely going to see a little spike up before. And then I think when the event actually starts or right before, you're going to see a big, big sell-off. It's going to be a sell the news type of event. A lot of people that are saying Dogecoin to hit $4, Dogecoin to hit $1. You got to be realistic, guys. If it hits that, it's worth over $100 billion. And that just doesn't really make much sense. And the whole point of investing in these is to make money. So when people are up big, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to buy more. That's, stupid. They're going to sell or they're going to hold. So there's not really much more options. If you wanted to get into Dogecoin, you're already in. Anyone buying at these levels, you're a pig, and pigs get slaughtered. That's just the way it is. People who FOMO at the top, those people lose money if they hold. You can try to scalp it quickly. Look at some charts and look at some levels and okay, it has a strong resistance at 60. If it dips under, quick buy it, buy the high. You can do that, but at the same time, you could also lose out big. You can not make much, but overall, I think it's going to be the sell the news type of event. I just personally believe that. I've seen it multiple times in many stocks. We've seen this all the time, especially with earnings week last week in the market. Every company posted incredible earnings, and the stocks got sold off hard despite how good their earnings quarters were, despite how big of a beat they were. And I think it's going to be the same thing with this, especially since there's nothing backing this. This is just 100% spec. And when you have no foundations underneath what you're building, that's when things can get rough, and that's when you can see a massive sell-off because it's going to start as a snowball effect and really go down. We kind of saw this with GameStop initially. GameStop just got absolutely destroyed. It boom, it zoomed at one point, and then it just crashed all the way down, zoomed again, and then now it crashed obviously over 100% from where it was, or 50%, pardon me, and is now just sitting in a stagnant slow decline. So it could be one of those events. I personally believe it will. I urge you guys, if you are up big, at least ring the register a little bit. Take some profits. You don't. The worst feeling in the world is watching a big gain turn to a loss. I think anyone can agree on that. You'd much rather lock in gains and miss out on some. It's just the way it is. So at the end of the day, it's your money. You guys do what you want to do. Just enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a good one, hopefully. But yeah, guys, you just have a wonderful day. Enjoy your time. Congrats if you're up big on any market that you're in, whether it's crypto, forex, stocks. Make sure to lock in those profits as well, and maybe treat yourself to a nice meal. But yeah, that's just the way it is, guys. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Let me know also if you guys want me to keep making crypto videos. Either send me a DM on Discord or just put in the comments what you want to see, and I'll go and post some. Some of you guys have been talking about some different ones, make an update on Safe Moon, Scam Moon, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So focusing on the market this morning, making some videos all day for you guys, and getting a little work on them later. So yeah, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.